Hi, I'm Rick the Jerk, and I've been accidentally doing stupid crap to my body for decades. Actually, that's how we got here. Now, I know what you're thinking, and no, I'm not just amazing at accessorizing. There's a utility to them as well.
Turns out my nerves have been trying to reach me about my body's extended warranty.
The short version to this is I have carpal and cubital tunnel syndrome in both arms, which basically means that all the nerves running through my wrists and my elbows are constantly getting pinched. Now, most people only get this in one arm, but I had to be all extra and spring for the deluxe package so I could get the full set. I have a visual for this. A demonstration. So you see, kids, your nerves are like electrical wiring, running all through your body. In this case, we're talking about from your neck down to your fingertips. Now, this big one right here, that's called your ulnar nerve. That's the one people call your funny bone.
Which is funny when you think about it, because it's not really that funny. Let's just see someone else hit theirs.
But when that nerve gets compressed here in your elbow, that's called cubital tunnel syndrome. For people like me, that means that these fingers are starting to go numb, hurt, and feel weird. But now carpal tunnel happens down here in your wrist.
And controls
these fingers. It's where a bunch of tendons and nerves pass through a little tunnel. And when that space gets irritated and swollen from, I don't know, years of handyman and factory work, the space in there gets irritated and swollen and the nerve gets squeezed. And then suddenly, your hands start doing cool tricks like going numb and getting cold and
hurting all the time and burning and feeling like there's glass in them.
Dropping tools or just deciding they're not going to work today. The really weird part isn't the pain, it's the difficulty with like everyday stuff, especially doing what I do. And not just those setbacks, but the extra time it takes you either cleaning up from or recovering from those setbacks. On top of that, I have something called Sherman's Kyphosis. Another visual. Maybe I can use some of this for the GoFundMe video too. So I've also been, I'm in the middle of a member video. Probably pointless because I'm gonna have to cut out all these moments where I'm like stopping and breathing. So here's the deal. We are at Cherry Street. It's Saturday, and I've got to get some stuff done over here. Like, the guys haven't been able to help me here for a while because they've got their own stuff going on. AJ's been over here painting, so we're at least making some kind of progress, but I've got to get back on site and get some work done. I've been trying to get out of the house since like 8 a.m. I was finally able to get out of bed at like 9:30, 10 o'clock, and sort of meandered around since then. Been trying to work up the gumption and make it on my feet long enough to leave. I made it to about half an hour earlier before I couldn't take it anymore, so I think I'm limbered up enough that I can maybe get something done today. I don't know. This really sucks. It just freaking sucks. The only way for me to get better is to rest and do my therapy and stuff so I can get back to work, but I can't stop working, so I don't want to be completely reliant on the GoFundMe, you know? But, like, I don't know what else to do. We have no money coming in, so not for not trying. Anyway, in we go. All right, we're loaded up. I can't breathe. I need to get the brace off and probably need to lay down or hang upside down for a few minutes. So I'm going to go home. I can't do an hour straight on my feet. I should have known. I should have been paying more attention to how long I was up. It's a combination of the nerve pain and then like extreme spasms. Much worse than my regular spasms. Silly me wasn't paying attention to how long I was on my feet, and I've been here just over an hour. Now I can't breathe or move really. Probably dumb for me to drive right now because I can't concentrate. So when these moments happen, I just have to take whatever bizarre posture doesn't hurt as much and breathe until it passes. I have to cut out all these moments where I'm like stopping and breathing. Normally I'd almost be home by now and about to get to work over there. But this slows me down so much, I'm not only moving slower, like the act of getting in the car goes from being a 5-second process from opening the door, starting and pulling away to like a 10-minute process of having to breathe through the pain until I can safely operate a vehicle. It just feels like, oh, look at me hurting. Like, I promise it's not that. This is just like visual aid. And I desperately need people to know that I'm trying to. I know that one's all more for me than anyone else, but I need everyone to know that this isn't me just saying like, help. It's, hey guys, I'm trying and I can't. So If anybody's got a hand, I will happily take it now. Stubborn Rick, who never wants to ask for help for anything, is now accepting help. Thank you. 5 minutes of this is enough. So however long it takes me to get out of here, I'm turning the camera off now because it's just starting to feel dumb. Love you, bye. Another visual. It's basically a structural curve that developed in my spine when I was growing too fast when I was young. Basically, if here's a normal back, that's mine. But mine does that in a few places, and you get these bulging and herniated discs in your vertebrae over time. And when those start pressing on the nerves in your spine, well, your back lets you know in some not so subtle ways. Think shooting nerve pain, muscles locking up, occasional feeling like somebody installed a lightning rod right in the middle of your spine, feeling like your bones are vibrating even though they're not, and more. My primary has me set up for physical therapy. It's just, it's one of those things that takes time. The surgeries coming up are meant to release and decompress the pressure on the nerves in my arms so that signals can flow normally again. For my back, the only course right now is extensive physical therapy. I was doing PT before we lost insurance last year, and I wish I didn't have to stop, but couldn't afford it. It works, but it takes a long time to get things right. I am already been at a very limited capacity this year, but now during surgery and recovery, I'm going to be limited even more so in what I can do physically, which is an odd situation for someone like me who spent his whole life solving problems with tools and stubbornness for himself and for other people. So that is why this fundraiser exists. If you have donated, shared the page, or even just taken the time to watch this or our other videos, thank you. It really does mean a lot to our family. So now the goal is simple. Fix the arms, strengthen the back, and do the work to recover. And get back to building things instead of breaking myself.
Besides, the sooner we get this over with, the sooner I can get back to drinking my coffee as God intended, one-handed, like a man, instead of like some kind of hot Instagram mom.